what a mess. Guys above me had the same thing. Freaking krill. I'm scooping out of the red bucket in the red net with a white net, just doing a little bit at a time. For daylight tide, I'm not gonna whine about that at all. Hey everyone, if you're new around here and this is the first Elver video you've hit, I'm first and probably last generation Elver fisherman in Maine. We can't pass our licenses on to kids or anything like that when we croak, so it'll probably end with me. And then the state takes our licenses when we're dead and does whatever they want with our individual quotas. So that's how that rolls. So we're on night tides now. Today was flip day. I was out this morning, checked things over. Did pretty good this morning for a daylight tide. And by daylight tide, I mean high water was well after daylight. And tonight high water was a little bit after sunset, so a little bit after dark, so we'll see what happens. Head over and check it out anyway. Tonight got 33 degrees. I don't think it's too bad tonight out here, but tomorrow and the next day winter is supposed to be coming back. Just what we need. Some snow and crap falling, supposedly 1 to 3 inches. It ain't gonna last long, but still, just the concept of this crap falling down right now. We are well into April, but it is what it is. And the temperature tomorrow night is supposed to be like 25 degrees, so we're not quite out of the woods yet. Got a nice moon out tonight, about a half moon. Working my way down the field. It's bright enough tonight, don't even need a light, you can see everything. Never fails. Right now, I don't know if you can see the shiny beady eyeballs in there, but when you see shiny beady eyeballs, that's krill. There's always a straggler up there. Yeah, I had a drop off tonight, but that's to be expected with the tides. The bells have struck midnight. Time to go out in the cold. Told you winter was coming back. Mother Nature is off her friggin' meds. Yep, I am behind the plow truck on the way over here tonight. It's nice to be getting something for a little bit of weight here. It's not huge, probably half a pound. I'll take it. Alright, I gotta get these guys in the water. It's cold. Hey down there in Cutler, how you doing? Well, it's cold out here tonight, but at least it ain't snowing. That all melted off today for the most part. So, we're off to do the thing tonight. We'll see if the cold has slowed them down or not. I'm hoping not. It's nice to actually be coming out and getting something. Got some, so that was worth getting out here for. It's cold. My fingers are still warming up. Well, I think what's helping is, number one, the tide height is about right. And the moon is coming up near full. We're past half moon, up about 3/4 full moon. For some reason, they just like big moons. So, for whatever reason, I'll take it. Anybody that lives near the coast knows what tide is. You landlubbers, probably not. But water goes up, water goes down, comes in and out. It goes on a cycle. And you have various heights. So the further south you get, the less it is. I've never been to Florida. The furthest south I ever was South Carolina. Down there, it's not much difference between high water and low water. It's like, what, 1 or 2 feet, 3 feet, something like that. Not much. Up here, Where we're at, we're anywhere from 12, 15 feet, something like that, depending on where you are specifically. So at high tide, your water is here, and then at low tide, your water is literally 13, 14 feet lower if you're looking at it exactly vertically. The further up the coast you go, you get up into Eastport, you got 26 foot tides. So you're 26 feet from high tide to low tide. You go further up in the Bay of Fundy, it's even more than that. That's a huge tide differential. 0220. Freaking tired. Yesterday morning was a long time ago. I gotta be up in 5 hours. See you somewhere tomorrow. Today. See you somewhere today. Yes, it's nighttime. It's 1:45 in the morning. There's the Three Stooges over there. That light is a headlamp. That's why it's bright. It is cold out. Well, let's do the nasty, see what happens. Morning, morning, morning. Typical mess in there. We'll get the most of it cleaned out here, I think. But at 27 degrees, don't have much time to play around. At least these are in the water. Get the bulk of it real quick and get on out of here. Check out the moon. Yeah, all this ambient light is all moonlight. So we're coming up on the full moon. That'll help push them in here pretty good. Usually does anyway. Hey, I'm back. It's daylight now. This changing tank water thing is getting a little bit old, but I'm trying to build up some weight, and it's been a good week fishing the last few days, so I'm gathering some up. I don't want to sell yet. I'm trying to play that gambling thing with the price game. So today we got to change the water again. I think this is the 4th or 5th time, something like that. I can't even remember now, but I haven't slept much. So yep, I gotta bail them all out of there. Some good dipping in that tank right now, and get them in a bucket and do it all again. I just grabbed my pickle bucket out of the back of the truck, and I want to show you something. Hang on, let me get it. That's ice. And some more. Ice. As I said, there's some real good dipping right in that corner. Well, the good news is the new water in the tank is within 1 degree of the water in the buckets, so I don't have to adjust or amend anything. That helps. Good clean water. A bunch of them have already settled down there, as you can see. Still have a bunch swimming. They'll simmer down. All cleaned up, reset, ready to go for another week probably. Getting there. I got some poundage. What you guys saw is not everything I got. I'm not going to say exactly what I think I got. Nope, not doing that. But we're gaining on it. So I'm hoping to be done within the next couple weeks if all goes good. We'll see how it goes. I got a hold of buddy boy who got me into this game, and he prides himself on starting wars. Oh, there he is. He's texting me right now. So he's always been really good at getting buyers to fight with each other, because on this end of the state we have limited buyers. You get further down the coast, you have more in an area. But so, you know, this buyer here might be doing, we'll say, a number of 500. And, you know, another buyer 60 miles away might be doing 550. Somebody else might be doing 575. You know, something like that. So he likes getting them fighting with each other and starting wars. And he's good at it. So I texted him, you know, just eyeball weight, because I could tell in my white net roughly what I got. So when I weighed eyeball levels there, out of both buckets, you know, I got a rough idea. So I told him, I said, you know, if you're looking to broker any deals, here's roughly what I got. Because what we usually do is what I have for weight, what he's got for weight, what his girlfriend's got for weight, what, you know, his friends got for weight, people in our book got for weight. You know, we're all individual, but nothing says we can't all go to the same buyer at the same time. We all have to sell individually, yes. But, you know, if I go to a buyer with, we'll say, throw out a number, 5 pounds, the buyer might tell me, well, I'll pay you $5.50. Somebody else shows up with 2 pounds. Well, I'm going to pay you $5.50. You know, they want weight. So somebody with a weight might get $6.50. I'm just throwing numbers as an example. So as individual fishermen, often you don't have a lot of weight, but all combined, you do. So if, you know, I could throw in this, everybody else can throw in this, this, and this, and this. So between, you know, 5, 6 of us, we can tell a buyer, hey, you know, we can all come and see you at this time, this day, and between all of us, we can hit you and give you 50 pounds. Well, they're getting weight, right? So they'll go, oh, well, yeah, I'll pay you $100 more a pound, all of you across the board, because you're all bringing me, you know, little amounts, but it all adds up, and they're getting the overall weight. So we play that game with buyers. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background that you don't see. It's not just go throw the net in the water, catch a bunch of eels, and go make a bunch of money. There's a lot of background stuff, like changing out this tank water, keeping these things happy if you're carring them, as the state calls it. You know, you're hanging on to them. You know, these things would all be dead if I left them in the original water from March. So you gotta keep up with it. And there's a lot of other stuff in the background that you just don't see, and it's kind of some of the stuff I point out once in a while. Yeah, homeboy there, he loves starting the buyer wars, so it's fun. Well, we'll shut down this one and start in again tonight. I'm heading out, I don't know, midnight. No, I'm heading out after midnight. I don't know, I can't even remember. I gotta look at the tide chart because my brain is just mush. They're in fishing season. I know the sun's out or it's dark, one or the other. It's hard to even keep track of what day it is anymore. See ya.